Yes, we're back
Hello,
again.
good morning. We are live today.
Yeah, we can share all your comments.
Namiss na namin kayo eh.
Oo.
Oh,
So nandito kami sa different backdrop.
Location.
pero
We're
natural,
still at Lotus Valley.
natural pa rin yan. Hindi po yan yung mga green screen na mga picture-picture. This is
Real
live.
and real.
Real,
Beautiful
oo.
multitude of green screen.
Pero may bamboo rin dito. Ayan yung,
Oh.
ano yung sabi mong snake,
Climbing.
Climbing.
climbing bamboo.
Snake bamboo.
Snake bamboo.
I don't know if they can see there. Oo. Kasi ang
Kikita niya.
Yes.
So, at any rate,
Right.
magandang umaga sa inyo, Gilbert.
Yes. So we
Early
just
birds.
celebrated the World Non-Government Organization Day. I think
Okay.
it was the other day.
NGO.
Oo,
in short.
NGO. So,
nagtatanong ko, ano ba yung NGO? It's non-government organization.
oo. So we're celebrating
Kasi meron-
the kind of people that run
Oo.
this. No?
Kasi may
Their
iba-ibang
attributes.
organization yung sabihin natin GO, government.
Government org.
Government org.
So
Yan,
this is
oo.
non-government.
Non-government tayo.
So kasi kaya nga, ang non-government at saka government organization, halos yan halos pareho yung kanilang yung kanilang trabaho,
Aha.
yung kanilang
They
mandato.
help each other.
Oo, nagtutulong. Kung saan nagkukulang, kunyari, alam ng gobyerno, kulang kami sa ganito dito sa lugar na to, sa component na ganito, sa, again, people services, no? The NGOs
Come in.
come in to help,
Oo.
you know. So, kumbaga na nag-uusap yung dalawang yan.
Oo.
And
Yes.
can I tell them now the different kinds of NGO pala?
Sure,
Ang dami
sure.
pala niya, ano? So you have your NGO, non-government organization, and then you have the NGO, which means environmental NGO.
ENGO.
Yeah, like
F-E-N.
Greenpeace. Then
Oo.
you have the INGO, which
Kaya
is
tingnan lang, ang bilis mo naman basahin eh.
okay.
Sana naman ma-pick up nila. Kasi kunyari, di ba sa gobyerno, maraming sangay ng gobyerno.
Yes.
Meron para sa DSWD, for example.
Social
para
welfare.
Social welfare.
Yes.
Di ba? So, ano tinutugunan yan? Siyempre, lahat tayo.
Yes.
Bata, matanda, di ba? Everyone is covered by the DSWD programs.
Yes.
Social welfare ang tawag dyan.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yes.
So ngayon, may ganyan din ang mga NGO. Kunyari, Plan International. Puro sa education ng mga bata. Yan.
Oo.
Kaya, Save the Children.
Yeah.
Similar
That's
yan.
yan ang tinatawag yung international NGO, INGO. Yung kanina ENGO, no? Environment. There's just the INGO. That one, plan is part of that. Yeah?
Or
Maybe it's even bigger kasi there is what you call bingo. Big international.
Excuse lang yung aming
NGO.
sound effects, ha?
Oo.
Meron kaming sound
Live-
effects ngayong araw. So,
Live din ho siya. Nakikisama rin sa
nakikisama,
usapan.
gusto rin mabigay yung kanyang opinion.
Oo.
Okay?
Let us disregard.
Sige. Basahin mo pa. Sandali. Excuse lang ako, ha?
Okay.
Kasi siyempre, live tayo ngayon at sa
Yes.
ibang lugar.
So we have bingo, big international NGO. Yeah, just like the Red Cross, di ba? The International Federation of Red Cross at saka yung tinatawag na Red Crescent societies, which are, these two are very very active in fields where people are usually may gera doon, or may famine, nandyan sila, no? To help out. They're the ones who stick their necks out kahit na bombahan na sa paligid nila, no?
Ang marami, I saw that marami palang tumutugon lalo na sa mga rescue and disasters.
Oh, yes.
A lot of
Kasi,
the
mas lalo sa
NGOs.
Pilipinas, kasi marami ng yung mga, kahit na hindi yung mga NGO, yung mga korporasyon. Pero nag-establish sila ng mga foundations
Yes, oo.
para matugunan yung pangangailangan ng isang
Oo.
bansa.
Just like now,
Tulad sa
ang
atin,
ating mga rescuers nandoon sa
Oo.
Parang sa
Turkey.
ABS-CBN,
di ba?
nagtayo sila ng foundation.
Lahat sila, mga
For
globe,
relief.
lahat ng mga korporasyon.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there's also another one. It's called naman Ringo.
Ringo.
R is for religious. Yeah, religious
Beatles.
international
Alam ko si Beatles, si
NGO.
Ringo.
For example, meron tayo dito sa Philippines yung tinatawag na
Catholic Relief
CRS, yes.
Services. Nagtrabaho ko dyan eh.
Oo.
I was a consultant for them for 4 years.
Oo.
Sa kanila naman, talagang yung mga areas na far-flung, yung hindi talaga
Yeah.
nabibigyan
Very
ng
poor areas.
services ng
Very
wasto.
remote. Oo.
Sila yung mga, kasi para silang mga initial, kasi syempre, it's a religious org. So, para silang mga misyonaryo.
Yeah.
Pumupunta
Yeah,
sa
just
mga
like the
liblib na lugar.
The nuns in the Visayas before we stayed with them. They were getting donations of old typewriters para they could teach the people the typing skills. No, those were the times as in yung pagganyan pa yung ating the old typewriters talaga. But that skill, of course, they can use it anytime. Like now, kahit keyboard na, kaya, no? And they were teaching sewing. And Toby was there because he was also helping with teaching
Taught them. Kasi okay.
Oh, hello, we're back.
Sorry. So, yung trabaho sa mga kasi ang ating mga probinsya, may mga ano yan classification. So, the government, pag nasa isang lugar na, kulang yung aming services na ibibigay para sa tao, kumpara sa mga, kunyari, populasyon, tapos yung areas na mahirap.
Remote.
Mahirap puntahan.
Mga bundok, tatawid ka pa ng mga ilog.
Kaya yung mga dito sa Visayas, alam natin, mga island provinces.
Yes.
So, services don't get established compared to islands like Luzon na
madaling ma-reach.
Nandyan lahat, bulk ng populasyon. Tapos sa Mindanao, ganun din, tsaka may resources. Kadalasan kasi, yung mga probinsya na islands, mahirap magdala ng mga resources dyan.
I think the Visayas is one of the most, yung mga islands talaga sila.
Buti nga ngayon, nakapag tayo na ng maraming airport.
Tsaka bridges.
At tsaka yung kanilang mga roro.
Nga.
Mga ferry boats.
Yeah.
Diba? Marami
Pero
na
yung
yan.
ferry, minsan nakakatakot din. May season na ganyan ng
naman,
dagat. But that helps, of course.
What we have to look at is try to understand na kaya dito sa ating bansa, very active pa rin ang mga NGO.
Yes, buti na lang. Because we really need their help. Diba? Just like one of the NGOs that you joined, Plan International, yung kanilang ginawa is to build toilets, for the
Not only that,
for the poor. Kasi wala silang
they didn't build toilets primarily. It was just a part in some place where people never use toilets, latrines. But it was also had to do with education. Plan International, kaya nga foster plan.
That's their whole name.
Pangalan nun. Ibig sabihin ng edukasyon ang kanilang tinutugunan. Puro scholarships yan. Ano yan? International. Ano yan? Mandato yan ng United Nations. Pinapadala yung mga ahensya na ganyan. Punta kayo ng Pilipinas, o punta kayo sa Africa, o punta kayo sa ganitong lugar. Diyan nangangailangan sila ng tulong.
Kasi meron na mga, when it comes to NGOs, there are NGOs that raise the funds and then they turn it over to another NGO that executes
tawag doon mga funding agencies.
Funding agencies, yes. Kasi mahirap, kailangan makahanap sila ng trustworthy na NGO na hindi ba mandadaya, magiging corrupt, ganon. And this is the reason why if you're a reputable NGO, then ikaw ang pupuntahan talaga ng mga funding agencies. Hahanapin kayo. So very important ang roles ng mga NGO sa society.
Pangkalahatan. Kasi kahit na mga, huwag natin isipin na mga poor countries lang. There are plenty of NGOs and non-government organizations, even in countries that are wealthy. Kaya nga maraming clubs, maraming volunteer groups.
Yes.
Lahat yan Kaya lahat yan
in fact, in America, I always hear that if there's a relative nila or a loved one na namatay sa isang unique na sakit, no, the relatives would create a foundation to promote awareness of that sickness and
More
to also
research.
research for that sickness.
Mhm.
So, in terms of health and in terms of education, no, kahit mayayaman na bansa,
Yes.
tinutugunan nila yung need for this kind of
Kaya,
research.
these are, kumbaga not, kasi siyempre may mga ibang bansa, autocratic ang tawag.
Mhm.
Pag autocratic, kumbaga ayaw nila ng NGO.
Ayaw nila.
Yung mga authoritarians na mga type of societies,
Bakit nila
ayaw
ayaw?
nila ng NGOs.
Oh.
Kasi parang nagpa-parallel sila sa gobyerno eh.
I see.
Kasi government org sila gusto nila autocratic. Gobyerno
Sila
lang ang
lang.
magkocontrol ng lahat.
Ay, oo.
So there are also NGOs that help naman to protect human rights. Diba?
Oo.
So
So,
these are the watchdogs parang autocratic, baka may abuse. Not naman na
Pero
lagi,
sila
at
yung
baka
mga nababalitaan
i-make
nyo
sure,
palagi na,
oo.
oops, nakukulong yung mga
oo.
personnel nila.
Oo.
Eh kasi they're putting their neck out to save the others, no?
Kasi naman siguro ayaw nila ng government na merong mag-act in a way that papakita na the government is lacking in
Kaya nga may mga
functions,
ibang
diba?
societies na galing sa mga autocratic na nagiging democratic.
Mhm.
Yes.
Ayaw naman nila ng napagod na sila sa mga big government control.
Mahirap din eh.
Kasi kumbaga nag-suffer yung tao eh.
Oo.
Wala yung parang freedom.
Yeah.
Sila walang kumbaga you're not free to move around.
Yes. And there are kasi NGOs that also protect democratic rights.
Oo.
The right to have that kind of system.
Ayan, bumabati nga si Mike Rex. Sabi niya magandang araw ng mga NGO. More power to all NGOs. Hindi ba?
Yes.
Batiin rin natin si Harry Copulong, si Lakbay Gulay, and Virgilio Enriquez from Subic. Hello, good morning sa inyo. And maganda yung topic natin kasi kami lahat, si Tito Toby, si Marisa, tsaka ako, I've been working for an NGO for most of our life, di ba? And ang daming benefits na we see the need. There's a need.
Benefits sa atin. Wala yata akong benefits.
It's not about us. It's
Volunteer.
about who we help.
Kasi may mga NGOs na katulad, hindi naman tayo yung mga nagpumasok dyan dahil naghanap tayo ng trabaho. Kung hindi, it's all volunteer. And in the spirit of voluntarism. So at least the organization can, kasi naghahanap ka rin eh, itong organisasyon na to, ganito. So, like-minded naman ang hinahanap mo. May like-mindedness sa mga trabahong gusto mong magampanan. O very much so, yung may abilidad ka, may skill ka. Diba? Doon sa particular need ng NGO na yun. Kunyari, environment, o education, or health, o kaya food.
Yeah, and sometimes the NGO itself can also train you.
Yes.
If you are a volunteer, maybe you don't feel like you know so much, but
you like to volunteer for something.
So they may also be teaching you new skills.
Parang
so you can
sa
help
rescue,
more.
I think yung mga sa rescue groups, they give the training.
Red Cross, for example. Tapos yung mga, di ba dito sa ating bansa, marami kasi tayo. We are one of the most disaster-prone country in the planet. So that means marami pang maraming mga orgs, from communication groups to donor groups for yung mga nagsosolicit ng mga, di ba yung mapapamigay, mga old clothes, mga whatever it is,
ngayon,
food.
Hindi na old clothes, new clothes pa. And the radios, no? The communication you mentioned, there are radio
Kasi naman, meron mga tao.
Water.
Kasi may mga tao na meron silang funds, pero wala silang manpower to mobilize.
Kaya yung mga korporasyon,
they don't have
naghahanap
the
sila ng
connections.
kaya kahit na meron kang kakayahan, wala kang networks ang tawag.
Network, that's
Hindi
what
yung
it's
connection.
called.
It's all networking.
Right, the networks.
Para, kunyari, ang gobyerno, nakita nila na, kulang ang network natin dito sa grupo na to. doon sila magpapadala ng NGO, ng partner. Kaya nga, ang sitwasyon, let's say, sa isang probinsya, perhaps yung probinsya ng kanya, dito, probinsya ng La Union, meron silang tinatawag na NGO accredited.
Oh, yes.
Kine-credit nila yung mga NGOs nandun dun sa lugar nila, ina-acknowledge nila, binibigyan nila ng accreditation that you can partner with us. So, sometimes, marami kasi parang, I like to volunteer, but I don't like to be connected to anything or anyone. That's also okay.
Yeah.
But you need where you're gonna do it. So, kung individual ka, okay ka lang. Pero kung marami kayo, and you read Rotary, JCs, Lions Club, mga clubs yan mga NGOs lahat yan So, they play a critical role, sabi ni Mike, in society's development. Tapos, kunyari, improving the needs of the community sa education or classroom.
Yeah.
Or
need for lights.
Oo, ang dami.
Or clean
Water,
Or
materials, mga ganyan.
At saka yung accreditation, sinasabi niya, if you're a new person who comes to a province and you want to help others, the accreditation will show you na, okay, itong NGO na to, for real yan. Yeah.
Kasi,
Because they're accredited
alam
by the government
from
in the
history
area.
na maraming na-question na NGOs existing only to be able to gain yung mga funding, and yet parang mga ghost, meron silang ghost projects, gano'n. Yun lang pala ay para makakuha ng pera. So, meron naman mga talagang NGOs na talagang trabaho.
Kaya
the government
kaya nga may
recognizes
recognition. Pero, minsan naman, pag recognition lang, ang importante more than anything else, hindi lang yung accreditation.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's all about the work.
Yes.
And
They can show you
being,
what they've done. Dapat.
being able to present a legit agenda to communities in need. And then it is recognized by the government. Kasi ano yan pag may pondo, siyempre accountability ang importante.
Yes.
This is where sometimes, minsan may NGO kang mabibalitaan. Yung pala, 70% ng pondo sa sweldo.
Dapat
baliktad.
Bawal by ruling ng SEC,
by ruling.
30% lang ang
30%
pwede for
lang
administrative.
Hindi, 70% direct beneficiaries
Dapat
dapat.
mapunta sa
lahat.
beneficiaries.
Tapos, hindi yan yung parang ang tagal-tagal mo na sa isang lugar. Pareho pa rin yung sineservice mo. Kumbaga para ba't ka na dyan? You're supposed to, kunyari, may need yung lugar. Let's say, they have water issues.
Okay.
Diba? May health issues. So, an NGO will come in to assist, to provide assistance. And will stay there only until the problem is solved.
So, meron siyang limit.
Duration. May
duration. Project, kaya nga may project duration Kasi pag tumagal, dapat ang role ng NGO is to turn over
What they say.
everything na yung basta kung ano man ang ginawa nila doon sa isang lugar. The part of that is to train the people who are based in that area that is being served.
Kasama doon yung to capacitate the members
Definitely.
and to make projects that are sustainable.
Yes.
Diba? Yan ang gusto natin, yung tuloy-tuloy. Para ba yung teaching them how to fish or teaching them how to plant vegetables, ay paano yan i-continue ng mga community people through the years, kahit wala na doon.
Kung mag-ano na-up mo yung capacity nila to be on their own.
Yeah.
Kung ano yung pagkukulang, kunyari, may water shortage isang lugar, hindi naman natin magagaranti na kung alam natin na yung problema nyo pinutol nyo yung lahat ng puno dito sa community forest ninyo. So, naubusan na kayo ng tubig. So, katulad sa marami tayong mga bayan, for example, naging maalat na yung ating mga balon o yung source ng tubig or nagiging problema yung tubig. So, minsan nandiyan naman yung mga grupo na hindi pwede, wag yung sirain yung gubat kasi yan ang sustainable system O kaya, wag yung mga nagmiminas. Di ba? Minsan, hindi rin nare-regulate ng husto yung kanilang activities, meron din expected na meron yung mga, they go beyond the limits of what they should be doing, and the end result, you end up polluting, you end up
Oo, destroying.
destroying,
Oo.
and in the long run, it's the pangkabuhayan. Katulad dito, kahapon, meron ang parang ano to, community meeting tungkol sa isang lugar, isang barangay, nagtatayo sila ng small water impounding. So, small water impounding lang. So, bago nila gampanan yun, kailangan marinig nila yung all sectors.
May
Everyone
consultation.
gets
May consultation. Pero kadalasan kasi tapos na yung plano, saka magko-consult. Yun ang mahirap. Kaya, during the town hall meeting,
Pag-consult muna.
yung town hall meeting, kadalasan, nauuwi sa argument.
Away na.
Aaway.
Bakit naman sila nag-aaway?
Kasi
Hindi,
nga,
kasi-
not always that the people's
Voice
thoughts
is being heard.
Yeah. Sometimes sila
Tapos, minsan, kasi ganito yan eh, one side lang yung gustong marinig ng particular project na to. Kanyari, okay, ang project na to, small water impounding, kasi gusto ng gobyerno natin na magkaroon ng assurance na may tubig ang ating mga magsasaka. Diba? At saka yung tubig na ulan, na taon-taon na lang,
pakunti ng pakunti.
konti na ng pakunti. Kung hindi na siya na-absorb, wala na kasing puno sa ating mga gubat. So, ang kanilang solution ay gumawa ng small water impounding. Pero ang
Basta
problema,
small lang.
meron din ano yan.
Meron din
Sino
pros
naman,
and cons.
sino naman ang nag-argue against? Sino naman
Siyempre, yung
kumokontra?
mga
Siyempre, our environmentalist also.
may mga NGOs na non-government, yung mga environmentalist na non-government organization na tinasabi nila, uy, ganito yan ah. Bakit hindi kami kinonsulta nung una? O kasi,
Or maybe the people whose lands are affected.
o kaya yung mga taga-barangay, magagawin kami ganito, si barangay captain, nagpa-approve na kagad without proper consultation sa mga tao magiging maapektuhan. So, magkakaaway-away. Ngayon, kapag isang side lang, kasi democratic to kailangan ang role natin,
should be heard.
maririnig natin lahat ng opinion at o kaya yung concern ng mga tao.
Sandali, ang alam nila, ito, national news to. Makaka-relate sila doon sa Kaliwa Dam na nagiging issue. It's the same
story.
problem. Same
Story.
Although the Kaliwa Dam, malaki-malaki yun eh.
No.
This one, I think, is a small one.
Smaller,
only.
pero dams are dams.
Pero the
Yes.
same thing that there are different parties
Yes.
na pwedeng pro, meron din
Kino-contest yan.
against.
Kasi
Yes.
minsan may makikita ka naman yung mga mismong the contractors or the probable, sila yung magko-construction. O kaya,
Syempre,
this can
go-no-go yan.
be a dam, this can be
Sila.
dredging of Manila Bay or dredging of,
destruction of habitats.
Lingayen Gulf, yung mga ganyan Kasi yung mga trabaho na yan, inapprove yan ng gobyerno. Aprobado yan. Siyempre, minsan parang, kami mangingisda or fishing coastal towns kami, magde-dredge kayo ng kadagat kahit na hindi malayo, kahit 40-50 kilometers out in the sea. But the effect of that, alam ng mga ating scientists, ng mga, mga marine scientists, na may mga impact. Hindi lang doon sa karagatan mismo, kung hindi, pati tayong nakatira sa kalupaan.
Yeah.
So yung mga ganyang uring activities, dito nagkakaroon ng points of contention.
Yan, kaya nagkakaaway-away.
Pero minsan naman meron mga NGOs na sila yung go-to ng gobyerno. Meron naman NGOs na
Anong ibig sabihin go-to ng gobyerno?
sila yung go-to. O sige, kayo nang gumawa nitong project o kayo nang gumawa ng community activities and education
parang sila
campaign.
ina-assign ng government to do certain work. Okay.
So, pero meron naman at the same time yung mga talagang neutral or independent na NGOs. Sila naman yung nakakaroon ng, check and balance.
Yan.
Kasi alalahanin nyo, pondo ng taxes yan eh.
Yeah.
Donations
The
are
people's
funds.
money pa rin.
So the NGO has to be held responsible for the funds it's receiving also.
And
From,
using.
if it's getting funding from government.
From government or from
Or from
donors.
From
Any donors. So,
or else,
they're
kasi may
accountable.
transparency yan eh. Hindi ka pwedeng, o sige, hanggang dito lang tayo eh. Kasi, so we just want to service a certain community. Most NGOs, there's a reason why it was organized. Meron silang mandates. Di ba? Meron silang mga ano yung
may
kanilang
constitution and bylaws
yun nga,
nila. Yan.
kung paano sila magtatrabaho.
Anong function, anong activities ang pwede lang nilang gawin.
Yeah, it's
Kadalasan ngayon ng
clear.
NGOs, unless dineclare mo na, okay, we are a religious organization, that means part of our work is to, siyempre, mission work eh. Okay? To get eventually to turn the community into either Catholics or whatever it is. May ganun yan eh. So, may ganon. Pero meron naman yung mga talagang non-religious. Right? Hindi sila yung
mga for civil rights or
whatever it is that their
social
interest
needs,
and their technical capacity. Yung kapasidad nila. Kunyari, may mga NGOs naman o mga clubs. These are NGOs eh.
Associations are also
Associations.
NGOs.
So, kunyari, kami,
Kahit homeowners association.
kami
NGO
asosasyon ng mga negosyante. Tama?
yan.
Pero gusto naman nila makatulong sa sa kalikasan dahil siyempre yung resources na ginagamit nila sa negosyo nila nagagaling sa natural systems natin. So kaya, yung mga organization na ganyan, alam nila, hindi namin kaya gawin yung ganyan. Wala kaming specialization yan. Ganito kasi kami na NGO. So, we will tap other organizations.
can partner with them.
And that can help.
Partnerships.
Kunyari, itong Kurma Project. This is a marine turtle. Alam nyo, kahapon, isang araw yata yun, kausap ko yung marine scientist ng ating bansa. Magagaling. Kilala. Ang usapan namin kadalasan, yung kanilang research work, hindi napupunta sa lahat. Halos yung information doesn't trickle down. So the information dissemination of all the research work doesn't get passed around.
Hindi. At saka dahil doon, hindi nagagamit. Hindi nabe-benefit.
Alam nyo bakit? Ang mangyayari? Mag-aaway ngayon sila talaga, yung mga government na government kasi kailangan niya may basihan eh. Pag may project kayo.
Evidence-based.
Oo, at saka syempre meron kayong project proposal. Meron kayong project implementation. Hindi pwede yung tsaka dapat yan meron ka ring staff. Kasi it takes time for the staff to be able to, kumbaga na you transform people kasi the transformation,
to a team.
the transformation takes time. But it will take a project to prove each person's commitment to the work that they need to do. So, for example, ang specialty mo, kunyari, yung Kurma. Kurma is a marine turtle conservation work. No?
And bigger even.
Ano yan? Sabi sa akin sabi nung isang marine specialist siya, yung mga mangroves, yung ganyan. So, alam niya yung mga lugar kung saan kumakain yung mga sea turtles. Sabi niya nga, alam mo, meron ng isang tao gumawa, sa scientist, who did a 10 years research study of almost 200 pawikans that was rescued and rehabilitated, kept in captivity until time na pwede nang i-release. There was the person who did it. Alam mo, kami, siyempre, 10 years na kami sa pawikan conservation, biglang, may ganun pala? Kasi saan namin makukuha yung pag-aaral niya? Kasi it's vital It's important to know. Biro mo, lumabas yun sa aming meeting. Sa Zoom meeting, sinabi niya, may ganito. And then this is the example I'm saying. Meron na palang ginawa na ganito.
But
Ang
people don't
dami
know.
namin na gumagawa ng conservation programs on turtles. Eh, alam nyo, ganito yan.
Kasi hindi daw na-publish, no?
Walang publication, walang anything. Kumbaga, the person just did it, ended, and we're trying to track where the information is right now.
Pero I'm
Hanapin namin
sure
siya.
ang daming
Ang dami
lessons
tayong
learned.
matututunan.
Ang dami niya kasi
And,
personal experience with 200 pawikans. Ang dami
Kasi
kayong
ganito yan eh.
matutunan.
Alam nyo, siyempre, may impact dahil sa nesting site. May impact dahil sa kinakainan ng mga pawikan. Yung mga marine protected area, yung mga mangroves, may role life yan eh. Ina-assure na yung karagatan malinis. At saka flourishing yung mga sea life, yung mga plants and which fish and all the marine life is dependent on. Pati oxygen, nagtatribe lahat yan. Marami may sariling ecosystem yan eh. Eh tayo, dahil tayo sanay tayo sa lupa eh. So,
Tagalupa tayo. Di natin masyado.
Hindi natin pinapansin
yung sa marine eh.
Oo, kunyari,
Ecosystem.
kanina may bisita ako ngayon dito, naglakad kami sa mini forest trail dito. Tapos nakita ko, nandun na naman yung dumi ng civet. Civet, yung musang.
Yung cats na
Eh syempre, may isa kagad doon. Naisip niya, kolektahin na natin yan. Ibilad natin, tuyuin natin. Mahal na kape. Sabi kagad. Sabi ko naman, sabi sa akin, sir, hindi niyo ba kinokolekta lahat yan? Kasi, pagdating namin sa isang area, meron na naman. Nakakita kami ng 3 kumpol. Kumbaga sa kanila, supply na ng kape yan ngayong araw.
Baka matagal.
Si sir, hindi niya nakita ng kape yun.
Alam niyo ano nakita ko ron? Kasi si mga civet, mga musang, pagkain niya mga prutas din eh. Tsaka seeds. Ganun pagkain yun. So ang role nila,
nagtatanim.
yung kanilang dumi, may seeds yun. So
tingnan mo.
kinakalat nila ngayon yun. So sa akin, teka. May ganun ako eh. Pabayaan nyo na. Tapos sinabi ko na sa tao ko na lang.
Partner yamin yan sa pagtubo
Nakita ko yung
puno.
yung farmer na isang staff ko. Sabi ko, kunin mo na nga yun next time. Sabog mo na ron. Gawin na natin yung trabaho ng civet kesa yung kolektahin pa nila dahil kailangan natin yung mga seeds na nandun sa mga dumi.
Yan na yung
may kasamang
sinasabi natin mga
fertilizer
knowledge
yun.
and lessons learned. Iba yung perspective
point
ng
of view.
conservationist versus somebody may commercial livelihood or whatever. Pero ito nga
personal interest.
but I would say the sharing of knowledge is very important, yung gaining of knowledge, because in an NGO we work together, we actually learn, we innovate, and we also actually choose the best practices.
Yeah,
Diba?
that's why kunyari may specialization.
That's what we share.
Katulad ngayon dito sa alam nyo ang pawikan kasi it's an iconic symbol of marine life eh. Kasi people are attracted to it. And they were commenting this group of scientists were saying, ang dami daw, this is one of those times na everybody's trying to get the story of the conservation of pawikans. Kasi iconic nga siya. They're cute to see, and they're so gentle. You can handle them, and they, and they tell you, okay, the story of what the marine environment is going through. Alam mo, meron kami ngayon isang nire-rehabilitate. 3 weeks na siya. Lutang eh. Ayaw lumubog. May hangin sa loob ng katawan niya.
So, hindi magsusurvive pag ganun sa dagat.
Lutang siya. Laki.
Hindi makasisi.
Okay.
Hindi makasisi.
Ano nyo? Nag-fasting siya. The moment we caught them, dinala ng mangingisda sa amin, nilagay namin sa pool, lutang talaga. Pinapakain namin. Ayaw kumain. It took almost 2.5 weeks. Lumabas sa tiyan niya, nagdumi siya. Ang lumabas, puro plastic. So, kumbaga nagkaroon siya ng indigestion kasi hindi niya ma-digest. So, pinasok siya ng hangin. Finally, kumakain na siya.
Lumalakas
ngayon, yung lutang niya, 2 inches na lang yung nakalitaw. Pero kumbaga, kailangan pa siyang matanggal pa yung kumbaga may kabag.
Oo.
Oo.
So yung mga ganyan ba?
Kumbaga meron siyang, baka may
Air
plastic pa,
pockets,
may
so,
sa loob, no?
Tapos ano to may tag. Na-tag na namin ito 8 years ago. Dumating na siya rito. So these are, kumbaga, very happy kung makakita. Pero sad in a way kasi we have to rescue and rehab. And we also know that, nabubuhay sila. Kailangan lang pangalagaan.
So, please, huwag kayong tagtapon ng mga plastic.
So these are, kumbaga,
Be careful how you throw it.
there are groups of NGOs that are pure volunteers talaga. They do it for talaga nila, their commitment to nature, and they love what they do, they're inspired by what they do.
They're concerned. They're very, kumbaga meron
Dedicated.
silang compassion. Compassion for others and compassion for the environment, love for Mother Nature. No? Meron tayo dito mga ibang groups, si Green Camp, kahit Silakbay Gulay.
Thoughtful, good morning, hello.
Si Bumabate, si Aurora Garcia, Elvira Espiritu, si Clifford, and si Lakbay Gulay. Okay.
So,
Yan tayo yung mga sabi nga ni Mike Rex, he is also a proud volunteer of Safe Care. Yes, there's so many different activities, and sabi nga there's countless ways that we can help, and also we can all get involved in different ways. Sinasabi mo as an individual or as a group? As a group.
And you know what? At this point, for everyone who is, our friends and any one of you who are there listening to this show, in life, there's more that we can actually do. Minsan, if we are, sometimes we measure ourselves as, para sa mga successful lang yung mga nag-volunteer sa ganyan. No. The NGO work, the volunteer work is open for everyone. Alam nyo, meron recently na lumabas, sinare nila, big news networks brought it out. It's become a worldwide news. Yung isa sa mga volunteer na former fisher folk, he's still a fisherman today. They interviewed his life from poacher of pawikans to now protecting the pawikan. Here's this fellow. Kumbaga, all he needed to do was to hear something as to what he's doing.
About the plight of the
turtles. And how the turtles help out pagdating sa mga environment ng sea. And, wow, alam nyo, meron na kami at least 18 na volunteers. They patrol. Ang hirap-hirap gawin yan. The commitment is so...
Kumbaga through the project, Kurma, nag-change yung attitude, nag-change yung perspective. Yeah. So it's a matter of, the same people trying to look for nests, the same activity, but what they do after they find the nest, actually, instead of selling the eggs, is to actually turn it over to the hatchery people.
And that assures. Recently, ang nag-record kami in the last 3 years, 96% ang survival rate ng mga hatchling. Itinataas talaga. And we're hoping to duplicate this nationwide.
And one of our best patrollers, his life really changed, not just in what he does with the turtles, but also kasi, imbis na makikipaglasingan siya sa mga kabarkada niya, hindi na lang, magkahanap na lang ako ng turtle. So, pati yung ambition niya na
natanggal na lahat. So, this is, you can see the story of this fisher folks is that, they're one of the most neglected kasi, or poorest of communities. Sila yung hirap nila dahil kapag may bagyo, kapag may, alam nyo, dito sa atin, ang karagatan natin, mga 5 months a year, balikot. Kung ikaw yung mangingisda, hindi ka makakalabas sa laot dahil delikado
Rough seas.
So, hindi ka tulad ng mga magsasaka. Ang mga sasaka, no matter what, nakakapagtanim. May pagkain. Pero ang mga mangingisda, pag walang huli sila o hindi sila nakalabas, difficult setting. And sila yung mga, wala silang lupa eh. Sa kanila, yung karagatan yung, yung bundok, yung kumbaga dito sa atin eh, yung bundok natin, ito yan. Nilalakaran mo, nakikita mo, nadadama mo, nakikita mo yung benefits na meron ka, pero yung mga bagay na kailangan mong gawin para maprotektahan, nandun pa lahat eh. Pero pagdating sa dagat, parang, paano ko? Ang lawak-lawak ng dagat eh. Paano ako magtatanim ng ano ang pulong tinatanim sa dagat? Wala eh. Hindi
Ano ba
ganun.
harvest?
Oo, wala ka ano eh. So, pero tons, millions and millions of wildlife live in the ocean, the vast ocean, but yet there's so little we know. I want to share this to everyone simply because the country is surrounded by water. All of the activities that we do as a society, most of the basura ends up in the ocean.
Tayo daw Philippines, one of the biggest contributors sa plastic
Kasi
pollution.
tayo sa mga
So,
sachet.
sharing my favorite quote that I realized
think
as a
this is a
volunteer,
fitting
the
way to
heart of a
end it,
volunteer
no?
is not measured in size, but by the depth of the commitment to make a difference in the lives of others.
Yes, thank you Lakbay Gulay for sharing that quote. It's a fitting way for us to end
And,
today's show.
You
no?
know, the
On
question for
our
all of us kasi
NGOs.
ano eh, how do you want to live your life?
Mm-mm.
Do you want to live your life just thinking of yourself all the time? Or do you want to live your life, alam mo, to make a difference to other people's lives?
Kasi kagaya ng Project Worma, akalain nila, ay, puro turtles lang ang beneficiaries
Hindi
mo.
pala.
Hindi. The
No,
people you work
actually,
with, kahit yung co-volunteers nyo, mga kasama nyo, you help each other, you influence each other, and,
Yes.
you make society better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
there's
feel
a
very
social-
much enriched by
There's
the
a social
experience.
commitment to it.
Social
And it's,
aspect.
you don't look at it as just saving the turtles.
Yes.
The turtles are the icons
Mhm.
to attract everybody else who comes, children who loves to be in the releases,
Oo,
the
even
parents, the
from the
adults,
grandchildren to the
government,
lolos and lolas.
anybody who wants to come, mayaman ka o mahirap,
Yes.
you are all part of this whole process.
Just makes you happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. Kaya ano yan, it is, these are wondrous work.
Yeah, yan ang mga effect ng talagang NGOs, no? Yes.
And
They
ano
help
yan?
so many.
Alam nyo, hating gabi na, naglalakad pa,
Mm-mm.
or may
All hours
lalabas
of the
sa
day,
mga
meron
pamikan,
gagawin.
alas 2 ng gabi, asikasuhin ninyo. So, ano ito eh, it's a kind of work that the passion of being a volunteer and also the recognition that most volunteers feel that on the end of the day, we are created also temporarily in this world. May mga katawan tayo, may mga buhay tayo. Di ba? Buhay na ating mga pamilya. See, many concerns.
And that we're transient here and let's leave the place better than we found
Right.
it. No?
And hopefully, as the quote says, that from within our hearts, that we make a deep commitment, to make a difference in the lives of others. Yeah, so we want to have a contribution.
Right. We all have to. We all have that capacity to do. Mind you, young, old, everybody has a role here.
Yes.
So maraming salamat sa inyong
Thank you.
pakikinig.
Thank you, Ben Torres and Ligaya Dizon, for joining us today also.
Okay, you take care of yourself and
Yes.
volunteer on something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be an NGO, but any kind of work you can do
Give.
in the spirit of volunteerism, please, it's service. It is a natural thing for us to do if we want to be really happy in this world. Take care of yourself.
Take care. Ingat
Thank
kayo.
you.
Pangkalusugan, pangkalikasan, go Palakas! narito